Hi, hello, and welcome to my channel. So, I think by now, literally everyone and their mother has seen K-pop Demon Hunters. And in case you haven't, well, go watch it, I do deeply recommend it, but also, that's surprising. But basically, in case you haven't, or in case you have, and I just have to do this recap, K-pop Demon Hunters is the new number one on Netflix for now, I think over 2 weeks, animated movie by Sony Pictures. And, well, the plot is exactly how it sounds. It's about K-pop idols who are demon hunters. I think you cannot get any more straightforward than that. But because on my shorts, usually daily, do watch my shorts if you want to, I do a series called Daily K-pop News, basically. Or not really a series, but I try to upload daily. I usually fail, but regardless, it's about things that happen in K-pop in general, daily, or just things that I might find interesting, new comebacks, who is, for example, the brand ambassador of who, or anything like that, any interesting news. And when I did my most recent video, I noticed something, that Golden by the, well, fictional girl group, the girl group in the movie, Huntrix, has reached number 2 on Spotify US, and it's the highest peak ever for a girl group, surpassing Blackpink's How You Like That. And Your Idol by the fictional group Saja Boys has reached number 1 with their song Your Idol, surpassing BTS's Dynamite, reaching number 1 on US Spotify, which is all well and good, and congratulations to these artists, obviously, especially to the voice actors, to everyone who sang the song, to everyone on the animation team. And I just want to preface this by saying I am so glad this happened. Not because it surpassed anyone, I like both. I like Blackpink, I listen to Blackpink daily, I like BTS, I don't listen to boy groups that much, but no shade to whoever they surpassed literally everyone else, and then BTS and Blackpink were on top. I'm not saying I'm celebrating because of that, because I do have to put a big ass disclaimer. I am saying I'm celebrating because it's a new original content. It's not an IP or something mass produced, or it's not even made for views or clicks. It's just a genuinely a passion project that has resonated with so many people, with original ideas, with a good plot, with great music. So that's why I'm glad about it. Disclaimer out of the way. But I did notice that since the movie released now a few weeks ago, I wanted to make another video on it, but I wanted to let it a little bit to marinate and say something out, in my opinion, something that has not been repeated 1,000 times. But I did notice that everyone, or, well, not everyone obviously, but a good portion of the people who watch the movie, of the audience, has this insane hyperfixation with the Saja Boys. And, well, that can be noticed with the song Peak. The fact that Your Idol by the Saja Boys peaked above Golden by the Huntrix. Once again, if you like Your Idol and if you prefer the sound of Saja Boys, and I'm not saying this is any shade, I'm just the commentary of it all, because in the movie, if you did watch the movie, well, I assume you did. If you did not, it's not a spoiler warning, but also vaguely kind of, this entire video is a bit spoiling. I'm gonna put an actual spoiler warning when I do spoil something, but this is vaguely, I think you can see it in the trailer, but regardless, this is your pause and click out and leave if you did not watch the movie and don't want literally anything spoiled. Disclaimer over. So, in the movie, the Saja Boys are, well, demons, and the 5 members, except Jinu, who is their leader and our main male character, are all, well, none of them have names. We've noticed that. They're called Abby, Romance, Mystery, and Baby Saja. They are all tropes. They are meant to be tropes. And they are meant to have, well, little to no personality, because the movie is not about them. They are stereotypes. And while I do think the movie kind of, near the end, messed with the message a little bit, because it presented them as stereotypes and then tried to humanize demons but returned to them being stereotypes, I think it's strange tangent it went on. But regardless, because I'm following what the movie said up until the very end, the Saja Boys are meant to be stereotypes. They are meant to be stereotypes of just K-pop boy bands, and are mostly a parody or a commentary on how K-pop fans themselves usually react to boy groups. And I think, whether intentional or not, it was very accurate and, to me, very deeply interesting, because especially considering how it's contrasting to the real world, that in the real world currently there are so many more Saja Boys fans than Huntrix fans. Of course, obviously none of them have fans, they're fictional groups, it's a fandom. I'm not saying that's a bad thing at all. I'm just saying how it's an interesting thing that a movie about 3 women and their journey, them as a K-pop group, them as Demon Slayers, in some parts of the fandom has been overshadowed by 5 hot men. Which, once again, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, and enjoy whatever you wish to enjoy, obviously. And I have liked my fair share of, I don't know, Rumi X, Jinu edits. I'm not saying that, especially I love the Hamilton ones. If you did say the Hamilton one, then you know what I'm talking about. Another tangent, I'm sorry. Point is, I'm not judging anyone saying that. I'm just saying how it's interesting and how it does indeed reflect our view on boy groups and girl groups, and how it reflects on K-pop as is, and the fact that they called out K-pop fans on hypocrisy, and then it reflected in the most hypocritical way possible. Like, the movie made a commentary about how boy groups have such an easy time. I'm not saying anyone has an easy time in the industry, but compared to girl groups, have such an easy time just going through, getting fans, being able to just be stereotypes and be blameless by their entire fandom, defended like beacons of something, like borderline like deities. Like, boy groups can do no wrong, especially in Korea with their entire patriarchal society. And then the movie's a commentary on that. And then in the real world, we see literally over half of the fandom have that same opinion. And I know you're going to say it's not that deep, and maybe it is, maybe it isn't. This is genuinely just a rambling ranting video, but it does show very, very close parallels to the real world. The fact that girl groups do, even in fiction, even when they're the main characters of their own plot, have to work literally twice as hard to gain just the same amount of fans, or even less fans. They have to work twice as hard. And I think, well, now that I'm not saying the hype passed, and the hype shouldn't pass, and this isn't like a fast fashion thing that hype passes and suddenly the movie's trash. No, I like the movie. I'm a big fan of the movie. I'm just commenting on it now that we, most of us watched the movie by now. Most of us have been in the fandom for a week or two, have formed our own opinions, have our own favorite characters, favorite fan art, favorite edit, all of that. I'm just saying it's interesting, and how, to me, it's something that struck out as very, very ironic. And, well, that is basically the comment I wanted to make. But other than that, yeah. Thank you so much for listening. This was a very short rant. I don't think I even said anything conclusive. Yes, just that it's ironic, hypocritical, a bit more of a ranting video, if you will. But yeah, thank you for staying, thank you for listening, and I will see you in the next one. I am sad that this is my first long form video in like a long while. If this is the first long form video you've seen of mine, I am usually a lot more coherent. This was just like a rambling video. I wanted to post something long form, haven't in a while, and this felt easy to talk to. But regardless, what did you think about the movie? What did you like in the movie? What you didn't like? Do you think what I'm saying has any sense or not? Do you have a favorite song? Any of that, if you will. And yeah, it's good to be back. Goodbye.